I never actually thought this song would mean so much, like to real life and not just high school. So there's this story, hopefully you can see this on the screen, where this TikToker is tricking men into handing their phones over so that he can add them on Instagram, but he's actually signing up for these emails, with DEI smoothie emails. But the problem is, okay, and I think culturally this is the problem. I don't get why people think that handing their phone over is such a normal thing. Like, had this woman been a scammer, she could have done a lot, like literally a lot. Okay, and that needs to be addressed. Maybe you can address that as a tech topic. But I mean, let's think about this. So this woman comes in, she's like, "Oh wow," and then people are looking at her like, "Oh wow," and she gets, and then the men ask for Instagram. So then they hand their $1,000 phones over, right? Okay, so this is pretend this. Okay, so I handed my S24 Ultra. Okay, they put into, they open Instagram up for her, and this woman, she goes in, right? She goes to the website. She clicks the link to sign up for emails, and because of FCC regulations or FCC, I don't remember, whatever, you have to have people confirm that they want to email. So she then goes into their email applications, probably Apple Mail because they probably all have iPhones, and or Gmail because people like to use Gmail. And then she clicks the button. She has to, search through depending on how the settings go. She clicks the button and accepts emails, which, I mean, honestly, let me see. I must have been in their phones for like 1 minute 30 seconds, 2 minutes, right? I mean, that would have taken some time, and then she has to go back into Instagram, um, type and add herself in because they're going to check and be like, wait, you didn't add yourself, and then she has to make sure she closes out all the applications that she opened so that they won't suspect anything until they wake up in the morning and they're confronted with these awful emails. Now, do I think this strategy is going to work in the long term? Do you think this is going to sway? Hopefully not. I pray not. Pray that every day. But I mean, honestly, first of all, okay, there's things to say to the women and there's things to say to the men. So let's first start with the women. Okay, what you're doing is wrong. Okay, it's mean and it's also very, very smart. Okay, it's what I call the Rizz weapon, right? I mean, I've been saying this since like 2023, right? No one would listen. Okay, like there's this funny image I'm going to show on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. That, like, yeah, I mean, I've been saying this for a long time, right? People try to use Rizz and crashes to manipulate you to get you to do things that you don't want to do. It's easy. It's human psychology. Second of all, okay, so, I mean, congrats for being smart, but also what you're doing is wrong in the negative, and I pray it doesn't work. Right. Second of all, um, to the men, why do we normalize handing phones over to random people who just met 30 minutes ago? Honestly, I mean, these things contain your 2FA codes, personal information, pictures, Instagram, and even though some companies, Samsung, and Android broader has features where you can pin applications on the screen, so you can only have one app open. Um, Instagram is a pretty, I mean, anyone who knows their way around technology can, you know, glean most things off of Instagram because Instagram normally has access to your camera roll, so you can see all the pictures and videos that you have in there. Instagram also has access to direct messaging because some people like to use that over text messaging for some reason. I guess better interoperability, and they also, so you can check everything that you have on there. I mean, if you don't watch enough Snapchat stories, you would know that phony text, and she could like post something inappropriate, and of course it's on your account, so you could get in trouble and the teacher. So honestly, don't hand your phones over to random women. Had this woman been a scammer, you just hand your phone over completely unlocked. She accessed your email, your Instagram, and your web browser. Okay, with just that, you can reset passwords, you can change to a fake code, you could even switch SIMs easily, maybe with the T-Mobile AT&T support chat line, etc., etc. So please don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, don't hand your phones over to random people that you just met off the street. Okay, but now let's look at the video here. Okay, let me fast forward. Wait, rewind. Is this some music playing? So I'm gonna mute it. There we go. See, she's in their browser, she's typing in, she's taking some time, and they think that they're gonna get this person, right? And it looks like she's all in the same area, which honestly does that not like make you feel weird? Because like this woman had to go around for this to be effective with going around dating, you know, 20, 30 people or asking them out on something. They get their Instagrams, which I mean, I guess we can do a scam, but I don't really get why they're doing that. I mean, it's kind of weird. And second of all, and again, this is a point to the men, so I guess it's 1 point against the women and 2 points against the men. If you want someone's Instagram, okay, and if you have their name, there's this fit feature. I know it's pretty advanced. It's called the search bar. You go in, you type, and most likely she's using the name or derivative of the name. So let's say you have the name, I don't know, Patty. All right, or her name's Patricia, you might want to search Patty or something like that. Okay, it's simple, low-level OSINT. And if you want to get into the really, really high-tech stuff that a teenager can access, all you have to do is, I'm pretty sure you took pictures, okay, with her. There's this thing called PimEyes. PimEyes is a face recognition technology. Same technology that you use to unlock your phone. Well, not this one, but your iPhones. I really don't get what they're doing. Okay, so first of all, just search and type. Like, just ask her where their handle is. Okay, that's safer. It's more secure. And you don't have some random woman dragging through your phone. Second of all, what you're doing here is completely wrong and might be considered crime. But I mean, honestly, the judge might throw it out for the idiot men just handing over their phones to random women off the street. Okay, so I mean, this is bad, and hopefully this isn't one off of Rizz alone, but one on policy. I pray. Okay, so yeah, who knew that this song here would be so violent? Well, that's all now. For now, guys. God bless. Pray for the nation, and hopefully this woman doesn't sway the votes using Rizz and Instagram. And scammers, watch out for scammers like this, because honestly, if I was a scammer who was a woman, that would be a really easy strategy to scam people out of millions of dollars.
Poor hubby. Not.
What can be unburdened by what has been?
What can be unburdened by what has been? What can be unburdened
And
by what has
talking
been?
about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires